People who won the wars were not movable. They were not influenced by anyone's opinions, or they weren't told what to do. When I first got put in Facebook jail, I was amazed. And it wasn't even accurate. I mean, it was not accurate. What they were saying, I said, they were wrong. But there's a very clear agenda, and everybody's on Facebook. I don't care what you say. The whole world is on Facebook. Mm-hmm. And they are telling you what you can and can't say. Talk about First Amendment violations.
Yeah.
But they've taken that away. It's gone on Facebook. You can't say anything against Joe Biden. You can't say anything against the machine, or you'll get taken down, or you'll get suspended, or whatever it is they do.
Yeah. So when I was working at the AT&T Innovation Center in Plano, I was a part of some other leadership programs and this other stuff that I was working on, which were like side projects at the Innovation Center in different places. I wasn't leading in this, but I was a part of like sitting at round tables, like listening to what we were doing around social media. So there was a team that wasn't an AT&T team, but it was actually a team from Israel that we were contracting through. And they were building bots and putting them on social media. And we were seeing like what these algorithms were doing. So these bots could sit on websites like Facebook, YouTube, all this stuff, and we would see posts happening. This wasn't happening like directly as AT&T, the company, but anyway, so this other company, they were placing bots on the internet, and these bots were able to reverse engineer exactly what YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, what all these guys were doing. So what one of the things that started happening around this time was things like Black Lives Matter and these kind of things, these kind of viral videos were showing up. And so they had shown us that there is no possible way that a video posted of anybody, right? But a video posted on somebody's Facebook page that has 800 followers, that in 24 hours or in 48 hours, that video could get 1 million hits. There's actually not a mathematical way, because what they do is when you post that video, it's only going to hit between 6 and 16%. I believe I was the first person to say this publicly on the internet, that Facebook's algorithm for a long time, I'm not sure if it's somewhere in this range now, but it's 6 to 16% of your followers will see your post in the first 24 hours. And so if your post is really doing well and people are watching it or watching it multiple times, or staying on it for long periods of time, it may go to like 24%. Okay. So if you have 1,000 followers, the chances of 100 people seeing it is okay. You'll notice you're always in the same range, because now they show the view count.
This is scary. Yeah, where you're going with this.
They'll show like some of my pages. Like I know anytime I post, I'm going to see 400 to 600 people are going to see a post. Well, even if somebody were to look at that video, like if 20% of my audience were to look at that video 24/7, that still would not spike the algorithm enough to get 1 million people to see that one video. So there's no mathematical way. So then we would ask, what you were just saying is, well, how the hell did that happen? How did the video get 1 million hits? There's no possible way. The only answer is somebody inside Facebook had to have spiked that video. Somebody at Facebook had to say, that video, we want to get 1 million hits, 2.4 million, or whatever. And so they can send that video to anybody, or all of their people. They can literally have a billion people see a video if they wanted to. There's nothing to stop them from me posting a video and they go, let's have 1 billion people see that video.
So when you say Facebook can influence things for good or evil, you've seen it.
Yeah. So this is like 2008, 2010. Like I started talking about this, that like this is more than just like a social media platform. This is a company that can drive a narrative. I mean, this is like clearly like, and so it's not, and it's different than like publications or things like that, where it's like, publications, you had to buy in, you had to go pick up your newspaper, you had to subscribe to a magazine. Yeah. This is different. Like, this is like pushing it into your phone, and you literally think like, dude, it's almost like this stuff is happening every day now. Like, I used to hear people say that all the time. I used to hear people say like, oh man, it's like a black person is being killed every single day. Well, when you look at the actual FBI data that's on their website of black people who die from cops, it was like 300 a year, which is a super low number, but 300 a year just happens to be almost one every day. So if they were catching most of the interactions somewhere on their platform, I mean, their algorithm knew how to look for it, how to spike those videos, and then send that. And then they're teaming up with these movements like, Black Lives Matter and these other guys, and they're literally creating a narrative.
Drastically amplify the narrative.
Yeah, and I'm just going to say this straight up, just because we need to start having a man-to-man conversation with the world here about this. They're specifically targeting the most uneducated, the most underfathered, the most victimized, or whatever you want to call it, like group of people, where they are a prime target for this. Where they're not going to see something, they're not going to see a 24-second video, and most of them are not going to go, "Where's the other 2 minutes of the video?"
That's not how people think anyway.
I mean, how is that possible that like every single one of these videos, it just happens to be the part where the black guy gets capped, right, or where the black guy gets whatever? Like, what happened to the rest of the video?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so now later on, as that progressed, people started catching on like, dude, nobody just walks up and shoots a black guy.
Do you think we really started catching on? Or do you think we've gotten ripped apart by... I mean, something's controlling. Who's telling Facebook what to do?
Well, what I'm saying there is they started releasing more of the full videos.
Yeah.
But it's funny, those never went viral. The one that went viral was the little 12-second clip.
I'm the freaking king of media. I know that when something good happens, it doesn't get published. But if something horrible happens, that's how they're selling tickets, man.
Yeah. So
maybe it's a little bit of the same concept with Facebook. But who's telling them to target the groups that are less educated or statistically more likely to commit crimes or whatever?
Yeah. So I think that is the ultimate question: is who's controlling the knobs here, right? Like who's controlling the dials? And also, this is what we do know. Okay, these activities, these viral videos, and all this stuff. This is
scary, dude.
This is not happening by chance. Okay. Then you take it to another extreme, which is TikTok, and maybe that's a whole different conversation because it's run by the CCP. But this is not happening by circumstance or by chance or by happenstance. This stuff is by design.
Okay, it's my understanding.
And the other thing I want to just add is not only can you dial up the engagement, you can dial it down just as easy.
Of course. Well, however you want people to react.
Yeah.
But it's my understanding that the TikTok that is available to Chinese children is different than the TikTok that's available to American children.
That's what they say, yeah.
Is that true?
Well, that's what they say, but we're asking for we want to see the code. We all the we don't know. All we know is what this guy from the CCP who works for TikTok, but he works for the CCP. He comes and he testifies in front of Congress and stuff, and he says all this stuff, but it's he doesn't actually answer the questions, clearly in any way. So we don't know what's happening on TikTok, but I can tell you that it's like anybody go out there and just start a brand new fresh TikTok account with a brand new fresh email and see what they start pushing to you.
Right.
If you list yourself as somebody under 30, you're going to start seeing, if you're a man, you're going to start seeing women, certain types of women. You're going to start seeing women who show their belly. If they don't show their belly, you're going to see a lot less of them. It's insane what is being shown to kids on TikTok, and it is absolutely it's one of the biggest fails in manhood today, is to let your children watch social media without your guidance or without you asking them, at least asking them, what are you watching? What are your friends watching?
I got on a group text with my little circle of parents on the football team and said, I'm going to just go ahead and throw this out there, but I'm not letting Gavin have access to TikTok, period. No TikTok account.
Yeah.
I hope you guys will follow me, and every one of them. I second the motion. They were thrilled.
That's awesome.
So you just need somebody to take a stand.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of it. Like, people think that, especially if they had a bad parent experience, like boomers and early and older millennials, we think like, well, our kids are just going to hate us for this. No, they're not. Like, kids want structure.
Yep.
They want to know that somebody cares. They want to know that somebody, cares about what they do or their safety. And if you position it that way, most kids are going to respond well to it. And at a minimum, they're always going to remember you told them.